What's up, YouTube? Eugene here. Today we're going to be revealing my perfumer. I know there's been a lot of excitement, a lot of anticipation, a lot of people guessing, wondering, curiosity in the live streams that we do on a weekly basis. The topic comes up about my perfume brand, and thank you so much, for all of you that are interested. It means the world to me. When I had first released the video about me revealing that I'm starting my own brand, I was overwhelmed with emotion from your response. It was unexpected. I was kind of nervous, I'll be honest. For a long time I've wanted to do this, is start my own brand. I've been on YouTube for 5, 6, 7 years bitching about perfume on a weekly basis, bitching about the releases being too mainstream or not artistic enough, and bitching about YouTubers reviewing stuff for, in favor of free bottles. And I'm not interested in that anymore. I just want to work on my own stuff, work on myself, work on my brand, work on my channel. And, through Stoic philosophy, I've learned that I have no control over what other people do, including brands or YouTubers or whoever else outside of my world. And I'm no longer interested. I don't care. And I only have control over what I do and my creative process and what happens on my channel. So that's what I'm going to work on from now on. If somebody else wants to, carry the baton, I hand it off. Feel free. I'm done. It's caused a lot of chaos in my life over the last 6 years, personally, professionally, and I'm not interested anymore. Just looking to grow myself, and not in a selfish way. This is in the most loving way possible, but I'm not here to tear other people down anymore. I'm just done with it. And the same way that you guys showed me love in that video, I want to create from love, perfumes from love. That's all I want to do. So thank you so much to everybody. It really was emotional for me. I was not expecting the type of feedback in that video. I got comments from people in my personal life that I haven't spoke to in 20 or 30 years that came out of the woods. I have no idea how the video got shared, but it was really beautiful and positive and great for me. So going forward, to name the perfumer, it's no surprise I got a lot of weird guesses that I never would have thought, but I'm working with Antoine Lee from the Antoine Lee Olfactive Experience, and it was a funny way of connecting with him, really. This is something that this is going on 2 years now that I wanted to start my own brand and searching for a perfumer and trying to sort out the logistics of, bottles and caps and packaging and all this stuff. And it's taken a really long time, but, all for good reason. I think when I first started, I probably wasn't ready, both emotionally and ready for what was to come. And everything's really worked out perfectly so far. It's been nothing but a pleasure working with Antoine. Really, it's been effortless, the same way a river rolls down the stream and just avoids the rocks and kind of goes around them. That's how it's been. There's been no issues or nothing major so far with him or any other aspects to this project so far. If you're not familiar with Antoine, he is very big in the niche industry, kind of started with designers. He's done some work with Versace. He's done Armani Code. A lot of you are familiar with that. He's done some work for Tom Ford. There's Cafe Rose. You all know his stuff for Etat Libre d'Orange. That's kind of what put him on the map. There's Rien. You familiar with Etat Secretions Magnifique, which smells like cum and blood and milk and all kinds of wonderful things. He's done some things for Pure Distance, Eris Parfums, which is a new brand, Comme des Garçons, and I'm sure there's many others, but most recently, some of his greatest work has come in his latest days, and that's from Les Indémodables, which I have here. And I had picked these up after I had agreed to work with him. The crowd favorite, there is Vanille Havane, Rose Jamal, Iris Pearl, and my personal favorite. I know Vanille Havane is much loved by everybody. It's the most appealing, but this to me is the most artistic and my absolute very favorite. This is Musc de Sable, which is musk and ambergris based, which kind of smells like a dirty whore in church. So if you like that thing, check out Musc de Sable. So yeah, these are his submissions. If you haven't been hanging out with us on the live streams, I've showed these and I've talked about them a little bit. I don't want to go too much into them until they're close to being released, and I'm not sure when that day is going to come. It could be in 4 months, it could be in another year. When these are ready, they're ready. When Antoine and I think they're ready, that's when we'll release them. Other than that, I really don't have a date set. Everything else is coming great. Packaging and bottles and caps and all that stuff. It's under control. We've agreed to create 3 perfumes together. So he's actually created 3 submissions for each perfume, and he threw in an extra bonus. So I've got 10 here, 10 submissions. The first perfume, just to give you an update, I've kind of narrowed it down to 2 that I like, and he's going to rework them, make some modifications, and I should be getting those in a few weeks. The second perfume, I actually fell in love with all 3, but it's the first one, submission A, that I've chosen to accept. It was a really tough decision for me, but I think 2A really personifies the brief that I had, so I'm much more connected with that than the others, and I want to stay true to my brief. I don't want to stray from it, even though I love the other 2. Hopefully I can I can work with them in the future. I've actually asked Antoine to use 2C, the third submission for this, for the base of the third perfume, because the third perfume, I think there was a little bit of a miscommunication, and he also, he admitted to misunderstanding what I had wanted, which is not a big deal. Sets us back a couple weeks. He's going to create all new submissions, but I really liked the third perfume, the third submission for the second perfume, and he liked it as well. So he might play around with that and use it as the base for the third fragrance. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm really happy with where we're at. I'm happy with the quality of the perfumes. There's a lot of naturals in here, much higher than the things that you're usually smelling from niche brands. Antoine says, they're double the quality from industry standards. So I've also agreed to work with the Atelier Français Matière for fulfilling these, for producing these perfumes. They'll be bottling, they'll be, manufacturing everything, and they are also the owners of these Les Indémodables. So I've been in contact with the owner, Remy, and it's been nothing but pleasurable working with him. And he promises they're going to be at the same quality as his brand, Les Indémodables, or better. So he'll be releasing a list of naturals for me to share, and it's been great. It's been a great process so far. I see a couple of people are questioning who is funding this, and I want to assure you that this is all mine. I'm funding it from start to finish, 100%. There's no other investors. There's no sponsors or anything. I mean, think about it. Who would invest all this? I mean, it's not cheap to start a brand and launch with 3 fragrances. Who in their right mind would invest in a YouTuber with less than 10,000 subscribers who spent the majority of his career acting like an asshole and tearing down other brands and reviewers alike? So I don't think there's too many people. Think about it. I don't know how else to prove it. I mean, I can show you receipts, but I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to lie about something that can come back and bite me in the ass, and it's just not worth it. But yeah, I just wanted to come out and say that I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you updated. But it's been really exciting. It's been exciting talking about these on live streams with you. If you haven't yet subscribed, come on, join us on a live stream, which we do quite often, a couple times a week, and we're there for hours at a time talking about perfume, usually with 100 other people, like-minded fragrance enthusiasts. Come join us and have fun. There's a lot going on discussion-wise. There's a lot going on in the chat. So there's different things going on, and everybody's usually having fun. Let me know. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your comments. Always enjoy reading your comments. Let me know what your favorite Antoine Lee fragrance is. And be sure to say hi to Antoine. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Anyway, thank you so much. We'll see you soon.